We should be good to go.
How do you think about Sims 1 is like if you wanted a goth family with the 7?
There is a Luke.
All right.
Good morning.
Oh, hello. All right. Yep.
My
Yep,
slight
we are.
earlier time
Yep,
was
we are.
arguing with my headset.
Okay. Alrighty. So, hello everybody. Right now, we're waiting for MM. What you call it? Jen. She's. I think she's checking. I think she's checking dinner on her end. You know. So, but you know, we're still waiting. We're still waiting for TP to arrive so we can. We'll have everybody in here. Tonight though. Beans, who plays Canvas, she's going to have to. She's sitting out tonight. She's not feeling very well. You know, which is honestly, given what happened last session, you know, we can absolutely make that work. So basically, she's in recovery right now. But yeah, so Beans will be joining us. Hopefully, next session. So yeah, otherwise, yeah, hope you feel better, Beans. And then, as usual, this coming Saturday is the next Ravnica Trail of Dragons. And then I think, as far as I'm aware of, at least that's as far as announcements, for right now anyway. That yeah, unless Boone, do we want to go on ahead and I know it's like about a month away, but do we want to just go on ahead and make the announcement?
Is it a month away or is it
About a month away?
It's the end of July, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, I would say a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you know, like 2 weeks from now will be the next Strixhaven session. Though, and then like that following week,
Like the first session in August.
yeah, August. Yeah.
Oh, first session in August. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, in two weeks will be the next Strixhaven, but August 5th we'll be doing something slightly different. Because in the beginning of August, I'll actually be your DM for the whole week. But on Tuesday the 5th, we're not playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing Genshin Impact. In a different system, Fabula Ultima, and that will be more so a session 0 for that.
Yes. Yeah. So
I totally haven't been preparing for it to be 2 weeks from now.
No, that's fine. Yeah, it's just it's just pretty much the end of July, like that week, I'm actually going to be on vacation, and you know, like, yeah, that's typically when we do DMing prep and such, is like, you know, that week before, and it's like, I mean, I'm probably going to bring my laptop anyway, and I mean, I can probably get some prep work done, but because I'm going to be on vacation, I'm really not betting on getting everything done that I probably need to get done. So that's where I'm like, okay, even though it's technically not missing D&D, I will not be prepared for another session. So that was when I offered, okay, so for August 5th, if anybody wants to run like a one-shot or something, you know, I mean, I will be there as a player, you know, so I can at least be there. And that was when Boone took the initiative.
And it became me and Leonard just going, which one of us is going to be more prepared? And I was like, well, I can't really do the session 0 without her, when I thought you weren't going to be making the session. It's like, oh no, you're going to actually be there? You just can't do the prep? Oh, okay, well, I can.
Yeah. Yeah, like,
Can't learn mine because I need more time to get art sorted.
Yeah, no problem.
My side chain is broken.
So yeah, about a month from now, we're going to be doing a session 0 for yet another TTRPG. It's going to be like the Pathfinder. It's a session 0, so we're all going to be learning this new system probably dabble a little bit into some RPing and such. Again, kind of like how Letter walked us through with Pathfinder. As far as for when that game is going to start, who knows? It's like, you know what? We will figure that shit out in time.
The current plan is for basically sessions of that to be occasionally when the fuck ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe we want to take a break from Ravnica or something like that.
Right. That's part of the idea is if we want to take a break from Ravnica for a small amount of time between arcs and whatnot. Right. Or even who knows if we're far enough, we could finish that up after Ravnica while I'm preparing something for after Ravnica, but we'll cross that bridge.
Yeah. So it's like, you like TTRPGs? You want more TTRPGs? We're delivering more TTRPGs. We just gotta figure out when and how to play all the TTRPGs.
Yes.
Alrighty, so I believe everybody is here. Alrighty, so
everybody is here too.
Alrighty. Alright, so brief recap. Picking up from before, everybody, at least the party and Professor Veralda Lang, they went venturing into a new section of Witherbloom, Wiltroot Hall, and the forest surrounding it. They're looking for the mascots that have gone missing. And they were able to traverse the area relatively safely, thanks to Pacifico. And it's like they were able to retrieve all the mascots, and they follow the pest mascot into Wiltroot Hall itself, and that's where it's revealed that it wasn't the true mascot pest, it was Oko in disguise. And Oko issued the first challenge to the party, where he singles out Canvas and Canvas's partner in the challenge, Veralda Lang. Battle ensues, and Oko fucks off. Unbeknownst to the party, however, Canvas, one of Canvas's old beloved friends from Kaladesh, has been brought to the wilds in Eldraine.
Bastard.
Alrighty, so with that said, we can actually we can move ahead into the pretty much the next day. And as I said before, because Beans is sitting this one out, we will say that she is pretty much sleep. Yeah, she is fast asleep. She is recovering. Okay, so let me pull up the Muzak real quick. All right, let's get okay. All right, so next morning. So all right, so I guess we can kind of like go around a little bit. Okay, so again, skipping Canvas. So Pacifico, what are you doing this morning?
So the funny thing is, I had put a thread in the side RP that indicated part of what's happening here. Pacifico
yes, by all means.
Pacifico did not sleep. So he's going to see the sunlight coming through. Right. He's going to immediately head for coffee.
All right. In that case, do you want to read out the thing that you wrote out inside RP? Or do you want to
Sure. You know what? Let's go ahead and read that out.
Alrighty, let me pull up the Pacifico anxiety music.
Yeah,
as
'cause-
as I like to call the near music, you know. Okay. Yeah, we will come back to Balam Garden in a moment. Okay. All right, Pacifico.
Pacifico had managed to go for weeks, months even, without having to deal with nightmares. But that only meant that their return was a little bit different. He had wound up with fire moving right past his head from his allies repeatedly in the midst of the fighting. As he walked back after escorting Amy to her job, he had time to think. What the hell was wrong with him? The way he'd been acting just felt off. He had to lay down afterwards. He still felt hot. I mean, it was probably because of the humidity in the swamp. And soon enough, he just wound up falling asleep. Boy, was the nightmare different now. It didn't even start with a visual. It was more of a feeling. Burning sensation across his whole body. He thought it was just more of this strange sensation he'd been getting lately. But then the orange began to flood his eyeline. Then the dreamscape, he looked down to see his skin alight on fire, burning. Barely a moment into it, he shot awake, feeling over his body. No fire. No burn marks. Nothing, in spite of how real it felt. He laid back afterwards, trying to collect himself. He held his hand up and was staring at it. What exactly was that? That was not like his normal nightmares. It would happen a few more times over the night. Each response would be as volatile as the last, if not more. Eventually, the dream changed when he got accustomed to it happening. Managing to recognize this couldn't be real and stumbling forward in the dreamscape. He didn't even look down to see himself on fire. Instead, he turned around and saw himself with an evil, dare say, feral smile on his face. And that visual made him shoot out. He covered his mouth, feeling like he was about to scream, managing to, stifle it almost down his throat. The sudden rise to a seated position in the bed, combined with him suddenly halting his voice, did send him into somewhat of a coughing fit. And he was already covering his mouth and nose. When he moved his hand from his face, he saw flecks of red. And so that's why he wouldn't sleep. So, GM, I would like to have a point of exhaustion for the rest of this session.
Okay then. Okay. Who am I to deny that request?
At the very least, until it makes sense for him to have to sleep.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Potentially the rest of the session, we'll see.
Oh no.
Which, a point of exhaustion will mean that I have disadvantage on all of my checks.
All right then. All right. Okay. So now after reflecting on all of that, I can see you are in the kitchen getting coffee.
Yes.
All right. All right. So what is it you would like to do at this point? Just keep drinking the coffee, or do you want to try to like talk to anybody?
Keep drinking the coffee for the moment. I know we had said that there needed to be a meeting.
Yes. Yeah. Late. Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Like probably like when everybody starts waking up.
So Pacifico, for the moment, is just waiting for people to wake up, using the sunglasses to hide the fact that he is quite literally exhausted.
Gotcha.
And he has washed his hands, by the way. So, so we're not going to see that red on his hands.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay, in that case, let me see. Let's see. How about Luke? What's his Luke been doing, been reflecting? Oh, Luke is on mute. Okay then. All right. Okay, in that case, Savanto. Yeah, how are you? Yeah, how is Savanto reflecting on all of this?
Savanto's just rather uncharacteristically, he's just kind of sitting on his bed in a bit of silence and a little, because especially mainly because after all of the events that transpired like with their fight before, he's still kind of wrapping his head around to how he ended up just getting sucked into this, and now that he's had a moment to see the kind of guy that they were up against, like, he's now really just kind of having multiple different thoughts just running in his head. Like, nothing, like, exactly coherent. Like, it just, basically just thoughts going at 1,000,000 miles an hour. And, like, he's, like, really just having a hard time trying to necessarily focus on one thing at a time.
Okay.
I have a question. Does his roommate notice that Savanto seems a little bit uncharacteristically quiet?
I would say probably because this is probably still early morning. Gowerk's probably sound asleep.
All right. So I guess Savanto, like, while he's getting a bit overwhelmed with like some thoughts, his eyes do like dart over, sees that they're still asleep at the moment, and it's at that moment like he is able to like finally catch his breath on and try to actually, you know, find at least something to focus on. So what he ends up doing is that he ends up going to his desk, and he actually begins writing a letter, and he is going to be writing a letter that will be eventually sent back to his family at home. You know, just so he, basically just to tell them like everything that went down. The first, how he enjoyed the first day of going into Strixhaven, some of the people that he met. Of course, he's gonna keep out some of the, the things that were happening with Oko, of course, because he feels like he doesn't need his family to worry about that. But he figured this at the very least will give him something to at least focus on, so he's not ADHD ridden.
Alrighty. So while he is writing away, I'm trying to think, is Luke back? I'm going to take that as a no. Alrighty, so in that case, MM.
Hi.
Alright, so yeah, so what are you doing like this morning? Like reacting and reflecting to all this?
She's tired. Probably the most on her mind is just what's gonna happen next, because Okay, so we started with canvas. We started with a round of canvas. Who's next? What's next? MM still doesn't technically have the answer of whether or not she is the one who accepted the challenge, or if it was Savanto. Because it was still her letter, even if she never touched it.
Okay.
Furthermore, it's not just who's next, it's what's next. It's because, like, you know, as a Fae, you kind of have the understanding of things that like, the next round's going to be different. The next round's going to be manipulated towards his advantage.
Alrighty. So in that case, all right. So as you're kind of just sitting there and thinking about all of this, I would like for you to make a perception check.
Oh boy, prescription. Let me get my dice out. I did not have my dice. I was not prepared, chat. I'm sorry. Okay, prescription. What is that roll? That's down the dice. What's my prescription? That's an 18.
18. All right. So, you know, as you're lying there, you know, still groggy from everything that's happened. You decide. You take a quick look just to check up on your roommate, and you see that Bettina is actually not in bed. She's actually working at her little sewing station. Notably, though, she is not using the sewing machine. She's actually hand stitching.
MM is a little impressed. Though it would make sense that for someone who is so into making clothes would know multiple ways of doing so.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Betty, she'll actually look up and she sees you and she says, it's like, good morning. I hope I didn't wake you. You know, that's why I'm not using the machine.
Would MM have been woken up before from Betty's machine?
Sewing machines are fucking loud, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, understandable.
Yeah, take my word for it, because I have one. I've since put it away, but I have one. Sewing machines are loud.
Sleep in general is not a luxury I have all too often. Not that I really need it, but still, you did. Thanks for the consideration.
All right. It's like, well, since you're up, actually, could you come here for a second? I want you to try something real quick.
Oh, okay. She just walks over.
Okay. So she will, so she'll like quickly like tie off a stitch, and she'll actually, you know, kind of like unfold what it is that she's been working on, and you can see it is an apron. And, you know, she just said, you know, she'll hand it. She's like, would you mind putting this over your head? I can wrap it up. I can wrap the back for you.
Okay.
All right. So, you know, lifting it, making sure it clears your horns. And she goes and, you know, ties the back for you. And yeah, you can see, it's a very nice, it's a nice apron. Just a plain white apron. You know. So that's where she said. So then she comes and she goes, okay, so I was thinking after seeing your match during our practice, And considering that we're on the same team, I figured it might be good to be able to have our uniforms kind of be a way to cool us down. But before I make them official, I needed to make a little bit of a prototype. And I know you're working very hard at that cafe, so I've infused some of the stitching and embroidery on this with some ice magic.
Oh. To cool us down during the matches?
That's the idea. That way we don't have to be like, walking out with just, all this dirt and sweat,
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then Betty, she'll like kind of do like a little snap of the fingers, and yeah, you can see like some of like the embroidery and the stitching in the apron, come to life. Like you can see like they're lighting up like a pale blue, and yeah, just like with the lace with the fire, you can feel the cold, but there's like no actual like ice magic that like there's no like ice or anything that's actually like touching your skin. You're not being harmed by it, but you're still feeling the cold. Okay. That's what she's like. It's like, so do try this out when you're at work, and give me any feedback and criticisms when you're done.
Okay.
Make another perception check.
Oh, another prescription. Cool. 14.
14. Okay, so you're just kind of like looking and like admiring the apron, and you can see that like some of the embroidery, it looks like there's some type of a pattern on it. It almost looks like not exactly like flames, but like like some like wavy lines, and to you it actually does look a little familiar. It actually matches some of the design work on a particular item that you have on your person right now.
All right. Okay, so so where would it be on MM's person right now?
I guess that would be your choice. Where exactly would you be wearing it?
Probably at least under the coat. Under the not coat, the bigger robe.
Yeah, like the cape.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so Betty pretty much kind of like reading your face, she just goes like yeah, I kind of got a little glimpse of a particular piece of jewelry. It looked pretty fancy, figured you'd like that little bit of a connection.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you.
It's like I haven't gotten a good look at it, but it looks pretty fancy. Where did you get something like that? That's not something you're gonna find in any old store.
It was. Well, I'll tell you one thing. It wasn't from any old store. At least not around here.
All right, she just kind of like sits there and just leans close. So she's like, "Oh, do tell."
Well, over the summer, I was staying on Eldraine. And thanks to Amy, you know Amy, right?
Yes, I believe she was running that one test in the at the orientation, the one with the books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She is familiar with with royalty on that plane and some time ago introduced me to them. At least one of them. And well, okay, so it was given to me as a sign of good luck. But from one of them, but I'm not. So, that's basically kind of it, you know?
It's like, oh, so you got it from royalty. Why didn't you tell me that you know royalty? That's like, I am so jealous right now.
Well, I mean, do you not know, maybe this might be an opportunity to get to know some of the students better. I'm pretty sure some of them are related to royalty of some kind.
It's like, I'm familiar with some of the nobility here, and you know, that's mostly it though. I'm well aware that we do have, some higher class students. I would certainly not mind getting to know them.
Oh,
That's it.
you can start with, but I'm pretty sure between you and me, a good place to start would be Pacifico.
It's like, really?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and so she's kind of just straightened up. She's like, oh, well, all right then. It's like, I'll have to catch. Yeah, it's like I will have to catch him. Probably at some point when he's not in classes. It's like actually, it's like, speaking of which, it's like, if you don't mind, could I maybe have like a closer look at that brooch?
Sure.
All right. So then, all right. So, what do you do?
Well, I'll kind of briefly take it off just to let her look at it.
Yeah. So like, Betty, she just kind of like leans close to it. She's like, the craftsmanship is impeccable. It's like I dare not touch. It just looks priceless.
Well, it might be. I didn't ask about the origins of it. I just asked. I just was given it before coming here.
Yeah, and you just think back to, specifically, you think back to, who is the one that actually gave you this brooch? You think back to Rowan.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then that's where and that's where Betty's just like, wow, well, whoever gave you this really must care for you. So, by all means, do take care of it. He's like, make sure, So make sure not one piece of that gets scratched.
I mean, I've been fortunate enough so far.
All right. Okay. Alrighty. So then I guess at this point, like, the two of you can just kind of continue talking a little bit about things. Alrighty. So then, all right. So, MM, is there anything else you would like to do at this point?
I think we'll say that they're talking for a little bit. While I think of a proper answer, we can move on.
Alrighty. Let's see. Okay. I ask again: is Luke present? Do we have a Luke?
If not, isn't Amy present?
Yeah,
I'm here.
Seems Luke is
Okay.
still muted.
Okay. Hang on a minute. Let me finish typing real quick. Yep, sorry, I'm just DM communicating real quick.
It's okay.
You're
Yeah,
DMing
no,
DMs.
Okay, no problemo. I'm trying to think. Did Letter say like where he was? Like, is he eating dinner or anything? Well, not dinner technically, not for him. Breakfast.
It's probably about breakfast time. Where
Yeah, yeah.
breakfast.
Yeah, so early in the morning. Okay. Alrighty. In that case, before we switch over to you, Amy, Betty, like as they're talking and such, yeah, Betty, she just kind of like, claps her hands. She's like, okay, I got some inspiration coming along. Once again, I hate to ask. I will be very gentle, I promise. But could you perhaps maybe leave the brooch here for a couple of minutes? I just want to get a quick sketch of it.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah,
she'll
yeah.
hand over the brooch. Probably
she-
also make sure. I'll also probably hand over the apron at the time, just in
Yes.
case.
Yeah, she will probably like very gingerly she'll put the apron down, but then she'll like very gingerly put the brooch on like it's a pillow. She's like, this will just take me a couple of minutes, I promise.
Okay.
All right, and then with that, she's literally gonna grab her sketchbook and she is gonna start, sketching the details of the brooch, like from the shape, what it looks like, because from what you can see, it's a dark black stone, but around it you can see there's like other kinds of like metal working, filigree, expensive, gold, maybe some other jewels. Around it does look though kind of like encasing the dark stone. It looks as if it's like a flame circle almost. It's very reminiscent of the sigil that where the Kenrith twins are from.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
I don't know how long you're gonna need it. So
Just give me maybe like 5-10 minutes, and then you'll have it back.
okay. I mean, I trust you enough to. I probably will have to go soon anyway. So.
Okay.
All right. She stepped out the room.
All right. So yeah, stepping out of the room. So yeah, I mean, there's Amy. There's canvas on this floor. You can go downstairs, join up with Pacifico. You can try and join up with Savanto. I mean, your choice.
I think she's just going to go outside.
Outside. Okay, so just getting some fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Okay, in that case, okay, I think now's a good point. Okay, so Amy.
Alrighty.
All right, so yeah, considering everything that's happened, how are you? How's everything on your end?
Amy was having nightmares off the wazoo. So, but she wakes up. She looked like she didn't get a lot of rest, but still. She's just shaking her head. She wants to scream, but she can't. But she remembered something. The only... Okay, so I'm gonna go this. Okay. Even though Amy did not exactly sleep well that night, which was very out of character for her, since she had a very strict sleep schedule. But with the arrival of the Miss of Oko, she was on edge now. She had to keep watching her back, and she couldn't trust anybody without Luke's rings. In her mind, she felt she was trapped. But as the morning sunshine words came through the window, she would sit up from her bed, just sitting there dazed, trying to get herself motivated, her mind wandering back to that night, last night. I was so close. So close. Clenching the bed sheets. Her father's mirror piece was right there, and she was powerless to get it back. She couldn't attack him. She could only defend herself. Finally, just getting out of bed. She stumbles a bit. She was just tired. That mirror meant a lot to her. It was the last remnant she had of her father. But something clicked, and she would think back. How did he know about Roderick? And that's when she had to make it clear. She was going to have to visit Verelda sometime today. But for now, she will head downstairs into the kitchen.
Alrighty. Let's take the bittersweet love music off right now, because that's not needed right now. Okay. Alrighty. So you come down into the kitchen, and you see Pacifico is just drowning himself in coffee.
Oh, hey Amy, are you okay?
After what happened last night, do you think I'm okay?
I'm sorry. As said, almost like he feels like it's his fault.
It's okay, it's not your fault. Here in a little bit, I'm gonna be visiting Verelda. Would you like to come?
After the meeting with the chasers, I need to...
Chasers?
Not the... What? The consulate. No, the...
The embassy?
Yeah.
This is in character.
Yeah.
This is all in character. He's forgetting.
This is all in character.
Him forgetting is all in character.
Yeah, the embassy. After the meeting with the embassy, I need to head to Eldraine, considering our encounter, talk to my council with this whole challenge thing.
Yeah. I'm about to go ask Savanto as well after the meeting if he wants to come and come with me to see Verelda. I'm not gonna lie to you, Pacifico. I'm scared.
I know. I wish I could do or say something to help, but I've got nothing.
I know. He's a lot more clever than I thought. But she will pat him on the shoulder like, we will find a way. And that's when she'll yell down the hall, Savanto, are you awake?
Man sticks his head out the door like a lost puppy. It's like, hello?
Can you come over here for a second? I got something important to ask you.
Okay, what is it, Amy?
listen, we're gonna be holding a meeting here pretty soon once we talk to MM and Luke, but afterwards I'm gonna be going to Verelda's class. Would you like to come with me? I would feel a lot better and safe with all of you around me.
Sure, I can do that.
All right, thank you. Have you seen MM?
No, I haven't seen them around anywhere.
All right, I'm sure she'll pop her head. She's not hard to spot.
Savanto nods, and then he just goes back into his room to start preparing for the rest of the day.
Alrighty. Okay, alright, do we have a do we still not have a Luke? Do we have a Luke? No, we do not! Okay! Okay, so, alright, in that case, Amy, if you want, go ahead and make a perception.
Oh, my turn to roll prescription. Oh boy, I need my anxiety medicine. That will be a 16.
Okay, so, yeah, so we'll just assume, like, there's some, windows or something, like, for the kitchen. And, yeah, as you're just kind of, like, you know, talking and hanging out with Pacifico, you get a glimpse out of, like, the corner of your eye. You do see She is actually just, you know, she's standing outside of the dorm, just, getting some fresh air.
I will go talk to her then. I'll be right back. Where's she at?
Okay, I need another cup of coffee, he says on his fourth.
Alrighty.
You don't get between Pacifico and his numerous cups of coffee.
All right.
Okay.
Where is she?
I know you said you were. Oh, did you take your token off the map?
Oh, I took it off the map. I took it off the map. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I mean, we can have it here, or we can go to the typical map of, the Strixhaven Trail.
Let's take it there.
Take it to the trail? Okay, take it to the trail!
We're gonna do a trail mix!
Okay, so... Alright, so, Amy, MM, feel free to drop your tokens.
Alright. Where's...
It's loading on mine, give it a sec.
Where would Amy be? Top or bottom? Of the map.
Hang on, it's loading on my end. Probably bottom.
Okay. Alright. Let's do it.
Alright.
Get it to load. There we go.
Oh, Bing.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, yeah, so, Amy, you get a glimpse, and yeah, you see MM. She's just kind of like standing underneath a tree, like, a little ways from the dorm, but not too far off, obviously, because you were able to see her.
Right. MM, she calls out.
Oh, I see. You've walked all the way over there.
Yeah.
Okay. She just looks up. She looks towards you.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
I wish I was feeling great.
Oh, come on now. It can't be that bad.
Look, after the embassy meeting, would you like to come with me to talk to Verelda? I would feel a lot safer with you around.
Why would you feel safe around me?
Well, truth be told, you're kind of one of the few people I can trust right now. I have a out of character. I think I know who Amy's actually talking to.
That would be most appreciated if you were talking to the right one.
Hi, Alice. Immediately on her guard.
Yeah, let's boot up the appropriate music. All right.
I'm surprised it took you. I'm surprised. I don't know. I'm surprised it took taking this long to get out. I don't know what you did. I don't know what you or what happened on Eldraine. But I can certainly say it was clever. Forcing me down. Probably one of the best attempts at keeping me out of play that ever happened. But like all attempts, it inevitably fails. Or at least ceases to be for the time being. So, whatever happened, it certainly affected my ability to perceive what was going around. I understand bits and pieces. Namely, something about what was his name? Oh no. Obo? You can help me out.
I can't say his name.
Why not?
She is looking around. Let's just say he has some special things in store for me.
Oh, it's another Fae, I take it.
Yeah.
Oh, I understand. I understand we could be quite mischievous, but the fact that you seem to have particular rules. Amy, my dear, did any of those rules state you couldn't tell friends?
I'm
Was
not
that
allowed. Yeah, I'm not allowed to tell friends.
Well, then you're perfectly allowed to tell it to me. After all, we're not.
Yeah, obviously. He did call you a power-hungry moron, though.
What? That gives us more. That gives you all the more reason to share with me as much as you can. It seems
Sheila?
even when, after all, there's a difference between being on the same side and being friends. And even then, I'm only on your side as long as Dovin is taken out.
So now I assume Alice understands Sylvan, correct?
Yes.
So to make sure, because even though she knows he also understands Sylvan, she'll start explaining her special rules to Alice.
I'll just need to double check the special rules in the thing.
I think it's important
info?
info. Yeah, I think it's
Yes.
important info.
She cannot tell her family, the Kenrith twins, or her friends about him. Alice is okay with that because Alice is none of those. Mention him by name or mention his exploits. She must be civil, and should she call for help, there will be consequences. Okay. So that one about not mentioning him by name, that one seems to include anyone because there's no extra perimeter. Making sure it's all encompassing.
Yeah, you have to understand, I still will not say his name out of safety.
If it's a part of his rules, then that I can understand. Still, it's Did Amy also include the rules of the traditional letter?
She will she will hand Alice her letter.
She'll read it. There's the little loophole. You may seek guidance from one and one alone.
Yes, and my guidance is Rubina.
Rubina.
My roommate.
Ah!
The one who I've been teaching Sylvan to.
You have to forgive me. The last I remembered, you didn't exactly have a roommate. No, you did have a no. Last time I checked, it was a while ago. You lived down the hall, didn't you?
Yeah?
Like at the end of the hallway. I don't think I quite remember being there, but it doesn't matter. Guidance doesn't the term guidance isn't as all-encompassing, though. Especially with what it said before. You may seek guidance, but what's to stop someone themselves from joining in?
That I am not sure, but I will say this, Your Grace. He may be sharpening the rules, because we did encounter him last night.
Oh, and how did that go?
You know what? Have Alice roll a perception check.
All right. Okay, so natural 20 for a perception of 26.
Damn.
You can tell Amy looks miserable, and she looks fucking exhausted, and there is also a slight worry of paranoia in her eyes.
Either it didn't go well, or you're just simply too traumatized.
A little bit of both.
So you lost, huh?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, Canvas did well against him, but it's just,
Come on, spit it out.
one of his rules had stated that, in the letter, it says that only they and their guidance is allowed to face him in combat.
No. Read the rules as written. You may seek guidance from one and one alone. Did everyone else join? Did everyone else join on Canvas's behalf? Or did they join on their own?
What? I assume everybody joined on Canvas's behalf, correct?
As in, like, did Canvas tell them to join? Or did they join themselves?
No, Canvas did not specify of them not saying to join.
But they joined anyway.
Yes.
So as far as the rules are stated, no one broke them.
So basically, he did not specify the rule.
Even if the rules are going to be sharpened later on, if this Olo person
Olo!
What? Yeah. Olo.
Danny, please make a note of that for later.
did you forget? And I'm like being like, oh no, oboe.
No, I like Olo.
I also like Olo. We are keeping that. Under her breath, she also goes, stupid sexy elf.
Darling, you really shouldn't be saying these things.
I know.
But regardless, even if the rules would be changed later to better suit his terms. As far as what can be gathered, you didn't break the rules.
I'll take your opinion. I have to ask you, Your Grace, what do you think he's actually after?
That I cannot tell. The one interaction we could have had, as far as I'm aware, the one interaction between him and MM happened last night.
Right.
This person, this Odo, did not particularly care to interact with anyone else but Canvas and whoever Canvas's guidance may be. If I had the time to talk to him, that might be a different story.
Well, given he's gonna be approaching another of us pretty soon, maybe you'll have that chance. And Amy turns and, by the way, Alice. Thank you.
Well, you know what they say. You keep your friends close. Misty steps in front of her. You keep your enemies closer.
Never know who you could trust.
And then Alice decides to go seemingly go the opposite way and eventually disappear.
And as soon as
Amy just hears in her ear, "It's treasure."
and that's when Amy collapses like, "Oh, that was tense. Great." And she's not sure what to do anymore. Great. More Fae problems. She solved one, and now she's got another one. So she'll probably head back to the dorms. She does not feel safe.
Alrighty. Okay, let's get the Alright, so just give me a moment. Let me get the appropriate music back up.
It's
Okay, so
are those little snowball spirits?
Alright, so as so Amy, you go to return to the dorms, and you can see members of the embassy are waking up and they're starting to gather. So you see you can see all the silver quills are kind of in the lobby. Kiha is standing there. Pacifico, you are with Kadoris now. You know, Kadoris has joined up with you. And Tilan is actually in the kitchen as well. It looks like she's just trying to prepare maybe like some soup or something, you know.
Pacifico will begin with a paranoid fist bump to Caddy.
He was like, "Hey,"
and then hug time.
Yep. He's like, yeah, and he just goes and hugs back. He's like, yeah, it's like, so yeah, I heard from Rubina and Shavadri. We got a meeting to get to.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and that's where like Tilana, she'll just kind of quickly chime in. She'll just he's like, yeah, I'm almost done here, Pacifico. I'll join up with you guys in a little bit. I just want to make sure Canvas has got some food in her. She's not feeling good right now.
After what happened yesterday, I can't necessarily say that I blame her.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'll see you all momentarily, and yep, she will go up and she will tend to the girlfriend. All right.
I'd imagine Luke is going to either just be showing up or already be there.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, you know, wouldn't surprise me if he's, you know, just been working all night. That's kind of his thing.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Hey.
it's like, oh, hey, morning.
Guess who I talked to?
Who?
I'll give you one hint. Another side.
Another side of what?
Another side of a certain somebody we both know.
Pacifico goes for his 6th cup of coffee.
Pacifico, you really should be careful not to drink too much.
I'll be fine. Deception check. And I did roll that with disadvantage.
Okay.
Let's see, insight. 17.
Well, that's a 7.
Pacifico? Look, Pacifico, if you want something to really wake you up, I can go grab some fresh mints from the garden. Plus, mint is really... Yeah, plus mint is really healthy for you. It's good for your immune system.
I mean, my immune system is good. Deception. Hold on a second. That's...
Oh my god. That is a 15.
Oh, I think we just lost Boone for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how's the weather? Also, it is true that mint is very refreshing, and it's actually a lot healthier than coffee if you want to wake up really refreshed in the morning. It just tastes better.
It's also a nerve agent that paralyzes some of the taste buds on your tongue. That's how it works.
Oh, interesting.
It's also really good for like different alcoholic drinks too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like mint juleps.
Yeah. Ooh, Danny, later remind me to send you like this recipe for mint cupcakes. I think you would really like it.
Okay.
Because, you know, I love mint. I also, like, I'm very weird with mint. Like, I don't mind it occasionally. But it's like, it tastes really better with chocolate.
Okay. Alrighty, in the meantime, Savanto. Alright, so... Yeah, what's B doing?
So, first, I'd like to roll a dexterity check.
Sure, why not?
So, 24. Okay, so, Amy, as you're having this conversation with Pacifico, you guys start hearing like a bit of murmuring going on in the halls, wondering what it could be, and you just see Savanto walking on his hands.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Savanto, what the heck are you doing?
Upper arm strength. I'm going to beat my record.
Oh,
So Pacifico
okay.
is going to accept the distraction from him saying his immune system is fine, and be like, I guess that's one way. Normally, you're supposed to do like push-ups like that. Like here, watch. And he's going to try to do push-ups with his basically upside down push-ups, and I'm going to do an athletics check for him trying to do that.
Okay.
With disadvantage, that's a nat 1.
Oh no!
Yeah. So it's like you go down, you can't you go down, you can't even push up.
Uh-oh.
You know, I have considered doing that. I have considered doing that, but something tells me falling is not part of the plan.
You okay, babe?
Stuck.
Do I need to take you to Madame Tracy again? I mean, I could also always go get Javanese
Pacific-
to...
Pacifico is just way too quick to go, no.
Pacifico, I am worried about you.
He's going to try to tumble roll out of this situation with an acrobatics.
Okay.
Okay. Well, my disadvantage ate a natural 20, but I still get a 22.
Okay.
So he is able to do it. See, I'm fine. I'm fine. Ow. Holding his arm.
Yeah, so Kadoris, he'll just kneel down, just be like, it's okay, here, and he'll actually he will hand you the cup of coffee that you had put down to do the push-up.
Thank you.
I'm still concerned about you, Pacifico, but if you feel you're okay, which she knows he's not, I'm not gonna push it.
Okay. Pacifico, you gotta take a swig of the coffee. You taste mint.
No!
You taste mint in it.
He blinks a little bit. So it's like... I mean, I did agree to this, but... Okay.
It's like, look, I know you're a coffee guy, not a tea guy. I thought it would help. I mean, Amy said it's supposed to be good.
Wait, you put mint in coffee?
Of course I did.
Like the way this tastes so much, I would be incredibly mad at you right now.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but Kadoris, coffee and mint are kind of like the opposite in terms of battling in flavors. That's kind of a bad thing.
Actually, it does work.
Are you feeling okay?
Deception.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna have to roll insight. 13.
6.
No, even Savanto just still standing there and saying, it's like, why the fuck you lying?
Okay, after we get done with the meeting, you are going back to bed.
Are you?
What'd you say? You cut out a bit.
He went, are you sure? It was like so high pitched that it fucking didn't register.
Oh my god. Just... Savanto, will you keep an eye on him?
I can certainly do that.
Kadoris, can you fix me up a thing of mint and coffee? I want to try it now.
He just smirks and goes and he pours the cup. Yeah, he grabs a couple of the mint leaves that are in the kitchen, and then he pours the coffee directly onto the leaves. It's and he's like, just treat it like tea. Just let it steep for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So in classic lady fashion, she will stick out her pinky finger.
Oh my fucking god, I knew it. I knew you were gonna say that.
And then takes a sip.
Someone's a fancy lady.
Well, I am from a noble household back on Eldrin. Actually, this is not bad. I need to introduce this to my job. Kadoris, you're a genius.
So you see why, right?
I see it.
Pacifico goes to stand up, a little bit stumbly on his way up.
Still, this is a combination I've never thought that would actually work.
Oh, I'm sorry. I read my score wrong on Deception. That wasn't a 7. It was an 8. By the way.
Ah.
A lot better.
You know what? Hold up. So she makes a cup herself. She goes, is Jane and them still asleep?
Is who still asleep?
Chain and Merriment.
I would possibly, maybe just because like the way I think we're playing this up was like, yeah, this is kind of early in the morning, so you guys are getting up.
Yeah.
Then they're both
All right,
definitely still asleep.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, she'll go over to the Silver Quill squad here, and she presents them the mugs with the mint coffee. You three, try this real quick.
Okay. Yeah, Rabina just, kind of eyes it suspicious. She's like, is this something I need to know about?
Let's just say, Doris discovered a new drink and it actually is good.
Oh no. That was Grayson. Oh no.
Trust me, it's delicious.
Savanto still walks back on his hands. It is oddly not the weirdest combination.
Yeah, it's mint and coffee.
It's like Grayson just blinks at you, Savanto, because you're just doing walking handstands. He's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, it's like, what? It's like, it's too early for this. Too early for this. Yeah, Shivadri will take the sip of the coffee, and yeah, she'll just be like, it is interesting. And then yeah, Rabina, she'll take a sip, and yeah, she'll just be like, oh, color me surprised. Oh god damn it! I just see the image you posted. Okay, so then yeah, so like Rabina's like, yeah, color me impressed, and yeah, she continues to drink the coffee, and it's like yeah, like even like yeah, probably I'd say like even like Kihov, she'll actually come up and she'll just be like. It's like, what's going? Yeah, it's like, okay, what's going on? Grayson hands her his coffee. He's like, try this. And she's just like, okay.
Of course he doesn't trust it.
And then, so now Kiha will, take a taste of it. And yeah, she'll just be like, okay, who came up? It's like, okay, who's responsible for this?
Doris.
Okay. So then, yeah, Kiha, she'll probably like run back into the kitchen and she'll just be like, it's like, Kadoris! It's like, yeah? It's like, give me another cup!
I am taking this drink to my job.
He puts an arm around Kadoris proudly. He's like, and this one's mine.
Yep. So then, yeah, so, Kiha, she'll keep drinking the coffee, and she'll take the second cup, and she'll be like, well, since I kind of drank out of yours, here you go, freshly brewed. And he's like, I'm good. I'm good. It's like it's like yeah, I'm plenty awake.
Savanto just walked past him. It's like, stop. And it's like, I know you have trust issues, but even a drink?
Alrighty. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to think. MM, I know you've been out here this whole time. We can have it be like, you can come back in during coffee shenanigans.
Oh wait, Danny.
No.
I rolled for another for a dexterity check to see if Savanto still keeps himself up. I got a nat 20.
Oh my god.
It's like, oh god, you've been rolling dexes on to do that.
I mean, yeah, he's walking on his hands. I figured he might as well. Gotta keep himself balanced.
Alright, so yeah, MM, you can hear some commotion coming in. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so MM, you come back, and like you can hear commotion. You can see and you can hear that some other people are waking up. You know, that being said, though, first thing you see when you walk in, you see Savanto doing handstands.
I'm seeing how long I can walk on my hands. It is a strength and balance testing all in one.
I'm going upstairs.
At least I'm impressed with what I do.
Oh no, Anna didn't say she wasn't impressed. She just is confused.
Look, Amy, I do appreciate you looking out for me. I really do. You're probably right that I need to do something about this whole situation. I do need to talk to Will, though.
Getcha. Look, you do you, and if you want me to, I will collect your work from school today, okay?
Yeah, that would probably help. I appreciate it.
And she will hug Pacifico.
If you need me, I'll probably be heading to my job here in a little bit. And then when we're ready to talk to Verelda and the meeting, just come get me, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty, so... I guess Amy will start heading out, and she'll probably go work the morning shift at her job. Also, gotta tell the others about this drink. She's gonna call it the caddy drink.
Call it the caddy shark special.
the caddy shark. Yes,
it's coffee
with mint. Amy will head out and start heading to her job. Yeah.
Savanto's just taking another lap around the kitchen while still on his hands.
Oh, hey, Savanto, who's... Were you guys talking to somebody over there?
Oh, Grayson's over there. He doesn't believe in the coffee.
Sounds about right. Let's go around. It's like, oh, hey, guys. Wave. Pacifico will do the responsible and/or paranoid thing and offer the fist bump to them, most likely. Which we may need to wait for Data to get back. but it's fine.
Savanto is still on his hands. He has not fallen over.
Oh my god.
Good for him.
Listen,
Welcome
it
back.
takes lots of balance and it takes lots of balance and strength to do this right. But most importantly,
He just raised his hands up. I can do this.
Okay, so what you have missed is that Pacifico asked who was over there, and he ended up deciding to go over to the Silver Quill crew and say hi.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So Shivadri, she turns to you and she says, "Good morning, Pacifico. Are you feeling any better?"
Oh yeah, totally. Deception. That is an 8 on deception.
Right. Okay. All right. So then, in that case, Shivadri should just be like, we should probably be heading over to the embassy soon.
Yeah. I know Candace isn't going to be joining us. She's not feeling very well. For reasons that will likely need to be explained in the meeting.
Okay. Alrighty, and then Rabina,
Hold on a second.
Oh.
Did you take my sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then Rabina, she'll say, well, if we're gonna be getting ready to go soon, I will go grab Amy.
oh, I don't think she's gone too far off. You might be able to catch her.
All right, so then she'll go after her. Okay. Okay, and then I guess in the meantime, well, we will assume that when you've returned, Betty, she will have finished her sketch and she will hand the brooch back.
Yep.
All right.
I have returned.
Yep. Okay.
Yay.
Thank you for that.
It's like,
I think somebody's... you first.
I was gonna say, Betty will just see, like, oh no, thank you.
Betty, make a perception check.
Okay, let's let me pull out this perception. 18.
Okay, Betty can look up and see has been crying.
Oh. All right, and when she looks up, she sees, it's like, whoa. Oh. It's like, are you okay? Like, what happened?
I'd rather not want to talk about it.
Did somebody say something to you? Is somebody bullying you?
I guess you could say someone is bullying me, but I can't exactly do anything about it.
It's like, the hell you can't! It's like, all right, just direct me to them. I have words.
Mama mode.
Ow. That's a little tricky right now.
Yeah, and it's where, yeah, like Betty, she'll actually like reach into like her desk and she'll actually pull out like a handkerchief and she'll hand it to you.
Emma's gonna like definitely gonna need it right now.
All right, and that's where she's just gonna say, look, you can keep that. I got 100 of them, but in the meantime, don't worry. I'll get to the bottom of it.
Okay.
And she'll just storm out of the room. And as for you guys downstairs, you can hear someone coming down the stairs. And you look and you actually see it's Betty. So she comes down, she says, she says, okay, is anybody aware of MM being bullied?
Pacifico just looks all confused. It's like, and he just goes up. It's like, ho.
Okay, then yes. Here, let me bring out Kadoris in here too.
I'll beat their ass. Who?
That's what I want to know.
Watching from over the stairs, is going to use message on Pacifico. Alice.
Oh, here's the message. It kind of just makes him more mad.
No.
This time it's gonna be a saving throw. I'm gonna do a quick wisdom saving throw. He succeeds it. It's like, and he tells the others, I'm going ahead. And he just starts storming off towards the swamp. Passing by Amy as he does. Amy can tell he's bordering on sicko mode.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the worst it could be. A Travis Scott reference.
This is why I do not anger the shark.
Amy will follow Pacifico.
All right. Yeah, Betty, she'll just say, it's like, well, if anyone happens to hear anything, by all means, you let me know, like, I have some choice words myself. And it's like, that kind of behavior is just unacceptable, especially when it's regarding my roommate and my source of inspiration.
Does Betty know that Alice, the MM followed?
I don't know. Is MM trying to sneak?
No.
Oh, she's not. Okay. Here, let me make that perception check. Wow, that's a 6. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't see Amy. She doesn't see MM.
Okay. MM is just gonna walk by. A little shy though.
All right.
Hey, Amy.
Hey. I did talk to Alice.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
She looks fucking terrified as well.
Okay, I don't think you're right there. You can see it. MM's face. She's also terrified. You can see. You know what? I'll say that for you could tell she was crying. But like, that's a common thing. That whenever like Alice ever takes control, so
Amy will pull out her own handkerchief and present it to MM.
Come on. Come on, let's head to the swamp.
I'm gonna end with a bunch of handkerchiefs by the end of the day.
Well, look, since technically Alice was the one I asked, MM, later after the meeting, would you like to come with me to Varelda's class?
Sure.
Because I just don't want to be alone.
I think after earlier, I also don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
The slightly scared of Faye squad.
MM's only scared of one Fae. Let's be real here.
Yeah, Amy's scared of several Faye.
It's not all Fae anymore, which is progress, but...
Yeah?
By the way, MM, try this drink.
And she'll present the mint coffee.
No, thank you.
Trust me, it'll perk you right up.
Okay. She'll take a sip. Let me roll. Okay. I don't know if this would be a Constitution roll.
I guess.
That's a 7. She spits it out. I hate coffee.
Oh, okay. Well, next time I'll try some tea with it.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. I understand. Coffee's not for everyone. Oh God, let us pray that Savanto never ever tries the super espresso coffee.
Hold on, I need to make another deck save. He's still on his hands. He's fucking not here. I heard my name.
Are you gonna do that while we're heading through the swamp?
Yeah, listen,
that's not.
I have a record to break here, and I am on a roll.
Listen, Savanto, I don't know if you've noticed, but we're going through a swamp. You're gonna get really dirty, and you might catch some leeches on you.
Hold on. I want to see.
All right, don't say I didn't warn you.
Listen, I can always wash my hands.
If you get leeches, don't come crying to me.
If you get leeches, you can come crying to me.
I can just burn them. They'll come right off, right?
I love there's two moods going on right now.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, in the meantime, I guess we can just fast forward to the Convergent Embassy base.
Yay!
Yes.
Alright. Let's
Yas, Queen, slay!
Hold on, I gotta try to roll for this.
Yeah, roll to see, do you make it all the way to the base?
Okay, so I got a 17.
It's like, yeah, okay, so yeah, somehow You do make it probably, I would say, maybe to like the outskirts of the base, you know, and then it's like, okay, now you got to get off your hands because it's like, yeah, it's time to sit down.
If your arms react to this, it's not my fault.
Hey,
Also,
listen, no
ring
pain, no
inspection.
gain.
Also, ring inspection time.
Pacifico will practically slap his hand down with the ring.
You may as well.
Yep, so yeah, like one by one, everybody will do ring checks. Alright. Alrighty, so then, alright, so now, oh, hang on a minute. Okay, so now with, alright, okay, yeah, just catching up on, messages. Okay, so, Veralda, Veralda, she will step forward, and she will say, it's like, all right, we have a lot that we need to talk about, you know, yep, we had an escalation yesterday. It involves our little shape-shifting issue that had been brought to our attention earlier. He had made his move yesterday. You know, so it was him. He was the one who had taken the mascots. He had broken in, taken them, and had scattered them around. We were able to collect them all, so they're all back, they're all okay, so Mage Tower is still good to go. However, while we were there, it seems that he enacted one of the first challenge, and he specifically challenged Canvas. And that's where Tilana will chime in. She'll just say, it's like, yeah, Tilana is okay. You know, she's not feeling very well. Right now she needs her rest. You know, she told me everything that happened. She told me about the battle, and she told me about what is happening specifically to her and the Ethereum poisoning that is currently coursing through her veins.
So it is Ethereum poisoning.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this seems to be what is making her very sick as of late. And, well, right now, we don't really know where do we even begin trying to figuring out how to, you know, where do we go on trying to cure it or even just halt its progression. You know, once we have an idea, you know, then we'll be able to do something.
I may have sources for that, but they're not sources I necessarily like to contact. AKA, if Pacifico sources are even going to be relevant, it's going to be long term that they're relevant.
Alright. Okay. Well, and that's where Tilana